But the more Al pulls, the more his 60,000-pound record creeps closer to the ditch.
It's frozen and in deep ground.
Holy frig.
The forecasted storm has hit the mountain hard.
Hey, Al, it's a little bit up here, man. Need to...
1 minute it's all quiet, and the next minute it's full on like NASCAR wrecks everywhere.
Knocking down the hill.
A driver who tried to climb the hill without tire chains
How you making out, buddy?
has spun out in the hammer lane.
As long as you got a visa that works, we can tow you right to China. You ready? Let's go. Start grabbing gears. You can go for 10, 12, 14, 18 hours there in a heavy snowstorm, and it'll seem like 15 minutes. The sooner we get at it, the sooner we're eating. Holy frig.
As the storm dies down,
I run out of things to tow, I guess.
Al finally gets a break.
So we're gonna have us a little sandwich and wait for the next bit of chaos that comes up.
What happened to the Coke?
At 2 a.m.,
Guys in the ditch, get somebody up there right away.
another call gets Al back on the Coca-Cola.
Bit of a nightmare, it ain't over yet.
But it's not for a tow-up.
Most of the time they're calling me for somebody that's blocked the highway, and here it was actually for somebody in the ditch, which is not a common thing.
How do you think a guy does this? Must have been a good ride, eh?
The flatbed B train spun around 180 degrees, then landed backwards into the ditch.
This guy's in a 120-kilometer-an-hour zone, facing totally the wrong way.
The driver survived the wild ride.
It was down in the ditch underneath this thick, heavy layer of snow.
When the 60,000-pound rig went off-road, it flash froze into the deep snow.
You hit the ditch, the snow's flying, the truck's hot, and it melts into a perfect little cocoon type thing, and it's stuck there.
And when it stops, it flash freezes. It's hard to break that unit out of there.
She ain't gonna be pretty.
The amazing thing is that there was actually very little damage to the truck, which is kind of unheard of.
The 60,000-pound B train is frozen into the ditch. If Al pulls too hard, he could twist its frame.
Even though that unit might weigh 60,000 pounds, it's gonna take maybe 100,000 pounds of pull to bust it loose.
Al's only option is to attempt a series of sideways pulls to move the wreck up the bank.
Everything is cold, everything is frozen, and the resistance in that ditch with the snow is at its maximum.
Al starts by pulling on the least buried part of the rig, the back end.
You're pulling on 3 separate pieces there, so pull on one end, work it up, pull in the middle, work it up.
Come on, sweetheart. Oh, that sounds better. Right on, we made her.
To break the rest of the rig free, Al will need something extra. Al extends his outrigger
Use this winch to pull out the other one.
and doubles a line running to the middle of the rig. But the more Al pulls, the more his 60,000-pound record creeps closer to the ditch.
It's frozen and in deep ground. The more I pull on it, the tougher it's gonna be.
Unbelievable.
all these little tiny molecules of ice, and you wouldn't believe huge holding power.
The buried tractor and its 2 flatbed trailers are putting up a good fight against Al's heavy wrecker.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Good, good, good.
Out of room, Al gets the 30-ton B train back on the road.
It's nice when things work mostly like they're supposed to.
Well, it was a little bit hard to bust out of there, but you know, eventually we got it.
We were able to get it bust loose with the power of the Vulcan V100 wrecker.
But Al has one last obstacle.
Okay, my friend, we'll get you off the road here.
The semi is facing the wrong direction.
So we're gonna take them back down the highway to a snowplow U-turn and get them onto the right side of the highway.
Here goes a little yeehaw moment.
After 2 decades on the coke, Al knows all the shortcuts to tow a customer back to safety.
That was a heck of a ride. He's out of the ditch. He'll be warm tonight. That's the most important thing.
Watch full episodes on the Weather Channel and the Weather Channel TV app.